Hello guys, here Luis with IOTBITS, and today I'm gonna be showing you another video on how to play with the ModbusBox. In my previous presentation, I show you how to connect to Invertek Optidrive E2 using QModbus Master. So basically, we pick all the registers that the Optidrive has to available to be read using Modbus RTU, and then we use a USB serial adapter connected to the drive, and then we pick several registers, and we were able to read those values. Today, we are going to show you how to use actually the ModbusBox to connect to the Optidrive. Okay, so for many of you that don't know about the ModbusBox is very economic and cheap device that we developed to be able to connect to Modbus RTU devices and then send the data using Wi-Fi and MQTT to many open source platform, and also some paper platform also has available MQTT. So any platform that has MQTT will be used. Okay, so for this presentation, basically, first we need to make sure to have the right connection with the ModbusBox. So we use in this case two RJ485 screw adapter, because the Optidrive have a RS485 connection inside, and then because the ModbusBox has a different pin out, for the connection, we need to do that connection properly. And in this table, you can see the Modbus line A and B, and each screw adapter has to be wired. So I already wired this connection between the Optidrive and the ModbusBox. I'm gonna show you this later on. Okay, so let's see what is next. Okay, next I'm gonna show you something very important in the ModbusBox. What make the ModbusBox very flexible, so you can add new devices, and that is the Modbus manifest. But before doing that, I'm gonna turn on the camera. Okay, I don't need a presentation. So here is the ModbusBox. Okay, we have here the ModbusBox. Okay, let me put on camera. This is a ModbusBox that we developed just for development purpose. Okay, but it's the same that you guys are gonna get with a different color of the PCB. Okay, so here is the drive RJ connector, and here I have my first adapter. Okay, with all the cables. You can see here I have a black cable and a red cable, and this is the 24 volts. So this Invertek drive, let me pull up the presentation again. Okay, so this Invertek drive has a 24 volt connection. Okay, so let me show that connection to you guys. So here in this slide, you can see the 0 volt. The 0 volt is terminal 3, okay, and terminal 6 is 24 volts. So here, let me put the camera again. Okay, in here I have a terminal 3 is 0 volt. Okay, terminal 6 is 24 volt. It's the ring, the red cable, and terminal 6 and 7 and 8 are the Modbus connection. So this is the connector that comes from the drive. Okay, and here is the connector that goes to the Modbus box. Okay, so here we connect properly for the Modbus box to get the 24 volt and the A and B connection for the Modbus connectivity. Okay, so I am gonna connect this again. Okay, so it's connected, and you see the LED is fading, trying to connect to the Wi-Fi because it's already set up for a Wi-Fi that I have in this location. So for the very first time, we can when you get your ModbusBox is brand new, doesn't have any way to connect to any Wi-Fi, so you have to set it. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna reset the ModbusBox to default. The ModbusBox here have three push buttons. Okay, the first one top is reset, and the second one here is setup. So if I press setup and then reset and wait a few seconds, it actually will take the ModbusBox to default after 10 seconds. Okay, so now it's in access point mode, but I want just to erase everything that is set up previously. So now the ModbusBox, you see, the LED start fading very fast again in green color, and now it's in is erased. All configuration in the ModbusBox is erased. So when there is not a configuration in there, the ModbusBox acts as a access point. So this means that you can connect to it using your phone or your computer just to set up the basic configuration, the Wi-Fi that you want to connect. Okay. So I'm gonna put just right here. Okay. And then I'm gonna move to my computer now. Okay. So let's check. Let me move away the camera. Let me put somewhere over here. And then I am going to search Wi-Fi. You will see here. You see here is the ModbusBox access point. So I can just connect it to it. Okay. Connect. This is just for the very first time. Okay. When ModbusBox is brand new, so you can connect in that way. So let's see if connected. I think it's connected. Sometimes you have to make sure that you keep the connection because, for example, your phone is automatically detect there is not internet on that Wi-Fi, probably disconnect you automatically. So you have to make sure to click keep connection. Okay. So now let's go to the default web page. Okay. So the default web page is http dot dot slash 192.168.4.1. That is the default. Okay. So when ModbusBox is brand new, oh sorry guys, I have the camera on top. I always forgot about that. Let me disconnect the camera just for now. Okay. Disconnect the camera. Okay. So camera is disconnected. I'm gonna turn on the camera again when needed. So you see now, I just type the default IP address. This is 192.168.4.1. That is the default IP address when you connect to the ModbusBox in access point mode. Okay. So I'm gonna enter a password, and this password will be for the embedded web page when you have to connect again through your Wi-Fi network, or also if you need to connect to the ModbusBox in access point mode again, that password will be required. Okay, so the first time when we connect to the Wi-Fi name of the ModbusBox, we don't require any password. okay? But after we set the password in here, we will require that password, okay? So let me put the password, and you will see what I am talking now about this. You're gonna hit apply, okay? Then I don't need to restart, but what I want to show you is after I put this password, the very first time, if I try to connect again in access point mode, okay, I will need that password, okay? I'm gonna restart the Modbus box, okay? Now I'm gonna put the camera just for a moment, okay? I just put the camera. Let me see what color is flashing. Start. You can always start by the button over here, okay? Then let me try to connect again. Okay. Actually, I think I have saved that on there is automatically requesting here the password. Okay. I think because I tried this ModbusBox previously, I think the password is already saved on here. But normally you will require a password. You can see here is secure. Okay. The problem is previously I saved this access point name password, and then now doesn't request that for me. But if you can see here in the web page, and now I have to provide a password. Okay. Then the username is always admin, and password the one that we put previously. Okay. Let me disconnect the camera because I think I don't need it for now. I don't want the camera on the way. Okay. So, okay. So let's first go to general and change the host name. Okay. This is very important because with the host name, we can access to the ModbusBox after it's connected to the Wi-Fi network without knowing the IP address that the router is gonna assign to the ModbusBox. So I'm gonna put the same name that I've been using for a while. Green dev is green device, and that's it. And then hit apply. Okay. And then here you see in this general section, we also can have the chance to change that password that we previously entered. And here we have the very important manifest that we're gonna be checking later. Okay, and here we can import and export all the setting of the ModbusBox, and also we can do factory reset. Okay, but the Wi-Fi section, okay, right now we have a small bug that we need to fix. Is during access point mode, the scan is not working for some reason, okay? But that is gonna be fixed very soon, okay? So I won't do the scan automatically here. I will enter the SSID manually, okay? So, and I'm gonna put the password over here, okay? So save it. Basically, this step over here that is not working for some reason that we need to investigate after we update the framework for the platform that we use to program the microcontroller is just to help you to scan the networks. So scan the SSID names, okay? But if you know the name, you can just write down the name straight away here. And we have more options on this section. So here we can enter a static IP if we know that the IP range of the router where the ModbusBox is gonna be connected. Okay, so we're gonna enter this information here if you know what you are doing. But if you are not allowed to put a static IP address in your network, then you leave this empty, and just you are going to use the host name, okay, to look for the Modbus box in your Wi-Fi network. Okay, so make sure to click save, and then what else we need to set here? We set the host name. This is very important. The slave, we are gonna set this later, and the cloud configuration. We are not covered a lot in this. By default, the Modbus box is connected to this server that is a IOTBITS server, but you can use your server if you like. So this is just for testing purpose. It's not for your project. You can use it just to test the Modbus box if you want it. No problem with that. In another presentation, I'm gonna be talking more about these standard modes and all the modes that we have implemented over here. Okay, so what we are gonna do now is just restart the Modbus box. Okay, let's restart the Modbus box and make sure that it's connected to the Wi-Fi network and to the cloud. Okay, restart. Okay, so maybe we can switch the camera. Okay, you see the pixel LED now is fading in and out in a nice color. Okay, so this means that the Modbus box is connected to the Wi-Fi and also is connected to the MQTT. Okay, so now to connect to the Modbus box, sorry, let me move this away. Okay, so we need to make sure that we are connected to the same network, okay, that the Modbus box is connected, okay? And then we can use the host name that we put to the Modbus box, okay? You remember that we put greendev http dot / greendev .80, okay? And now this way we can access to the Modbus box. In this network that I have over here, my router is really picky when new devices like this Modbus box is connected, and sometimes you get a delay to get connected to the Modbus box. Okay, but you will see soon. Okay, the page will open. Okay, but this is in this case that I am using a special router that have some restriction, and initially it's not connected straight away. But after a while, I am connected now to the Modbus box using the network. Okay, in this case, I am connected to this Exacam FL 5G, but the Modbus box is connected to the another Exacam FL that is 2.4 gigahertz, but it's in the same router. Okay, so that's why I can access to the Modbus box. Okay, so let me see if the camera. Okay, I'm gonna switch off the camera. So we are connected to the network, and then what we're gonna do is to explore the manifest, and this is the flexibility of the Modbus box that I want to show you guys, because we cannot include all devices that you can imagine that have the possibility to be used with the Modbus box, but you guys can do it. And for now we are doing for our customers, but maybe in the future if we get so many inquiries, probably you have to do it by yourself, and we are going to put a lot of information on how to do it. So this manifest, we can just export it, and we get a copy in our computer of that manifest. Okay, so let's show in folder. I'm gonna open with this Notepad++. Okay, and in the language, I'm gonna switch to JSON. Okay, so over here you will see what the manifest has. Okay, all the slaves. Okay, all the slaves. So the manifest is a big object with several arrays of objects inside. Okay, in this case, the array of object are the slave, okay, the Modbus slave. So let's explore a few slaves, the most simple one. I'm gonna pick, I think over here is, okay, here we have, I think it's a sensor from Modbus. It's is able to measure temperature and humidity, and then the manifest has the ID, which is a consecutive number. In this case, remember the ModbusBox is specially designed for BFD and drives, but you can also connect other devices. So we divided the devices that we can connect to the ModbusBox as a BFD type of generic. Generic is going to be everything else different to a BFD. So in this case, this temperature sensor we call a generic device because we don't have any command to do to this device. So as you can see here, this is the main object. Start over here for this slave. We have here firstly all the supported baud rate, okay, that this device can support, and then all the registers name. In this case, we have register 16 or register 32. Some devices, some BFD has mapped register that are 32 bits, so we need to put in a different array of objects. So basically, the registers object has the address of the register. We have another field that we call the name of the register. If you want to add additional information about what this register is, and we need also to add a short name. This short name is important because it's the short name that we are going to build the JSON the JSON data type that we are going to send MQTT. So we have another item here is enabled or no. By default, we can define if the register are going to be enabled or disabled. Okay, if the register is disabled, you're gonna have the option to enable that register later on the web page. So here we can define the size of the register. So this probably is redundant in this case because we have the register in the 16-bit, but we do in that way. So we're gonna put here is 16. And also very important is the decimal places of this register. Remember, all the registers we read Modbus are integer, but sometimes the representation of that integer includes some decimal places. So we can include this information over here, and also the table type is 0 or 1. So 0 is holding register. 1 is input registers. So with the ModbusBox we can read holding register or input register. And in this case is the offset, okay, for the registers. If we have to add an offset of 0 or -1, okay. So this is basically very simple device. Just has two variables over here, okay. It's humidity and temperature. But we can check another device, like for example, this is a BFD, ABB, ACS, 580, have a lot of more registers. But basically, you will see in this case the type is BFD. The ID is increasing 1 because it's after this Modbus temperature humidity sensor. So it's gonna be 7. This is very important. It's a BFD, and then here is the device manufacturer, ABB, device model, ACS 580. Then we have the functions, and the function we are gonna explain that later. Okay, what I want to show you is the functions for remote control the device, the drive, in this case, the control commands, the speed control commands, okay? And then here are all the registers, and in this case, 16 bits for this drive, okay? But let's say that you don't want to play with any of these devices. What you want is to is to add, let's say, the Invertek drive that we have over here. So adding a new device from the Notepad++, but it could be difficult for a person that has not many expertise. Even for me, it's complicated if I have to add a new device over here, because you have to be very careful to follow the structure of the JSON format, because you can easily make a mistake. But we have a tool online that you can use, and this is the tool that I am gonna show you how to use it. So it's called JSON Online Editor, and here is I'm gonna open a second JSON second tab, and then this second tab I'm gonna open the file that I just downloaded. Okay, so open from this over here. I'm gonna download. I'm gonna open this. Okay, so here we have the same file that we open with the Notepad++. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this file in this format to the right, which is more easy. So I'm gonna click copy, left to right, and then here we have the same information, but it's more easy to edit that information. Okay, so what we can do here is, for example, let's say that I don't need this ABB drive, you don't need that Modbus, and you don't need that Pixies, and you don't need this. Okay, so let's delete all this, and you see how easy it's gonna be to delete all this information without making any mistake. So let's remove. I think this one is Pixies. Remove. And let me see, this one is Elnet. Okay, remove. So we keep here the CT drive, Danfoss, and ABB. Okay, let's say that you want to keep those and you want to add a new one. Okay, the easy way, so after you do that, you just can copy this to the left. Okay, if you like. So here then we have the same thing that we have in the right. Okay, so let's just check it out. Slave, state 2. So we have just 3 slave. You see here, 3 slave, and we just delete the other slave that we don't need. Okay, but let's say that we want to add now the Invertek drive. Okay, let's say that we want to add the Invertek drive because we got the registers from the in our presentation yesterday. I think we have the register over here. These are the most important register. Actually, we put those register in an Excel file. Okay, when we define if many decimal place, all information related to the registers. So let's if I want to add a new device here, it's just duplicate. Okay, let's duplicate this and use the last device that we have over here as a reference for add another drive. What we need to do here is just change the ID number. Okay, so the ID number is going to be 4. Okay, so let's say it's a BFD. Let's say let me open this one over here, and then I can follow this. Okay, can follow this in the other screen, so I'm not going to make any mistake. So device manufacturer is going to be in sorry, this is not my computer, it's my wife's computer. Okay, so I am lost with the keypad, the keyboard. Okay, Invertek, and it's gonna be ODE 2, and then supported baud rate. I think these are correct, are the supported baud rate, so I don't have to change anything here. And then the functions, let's check the functions. Okay, so functions. Okay, we can change just the name of that function, and we can put a run command, for example, command, the label. This is just for the web page embedded on the ModbusBox. Is not really important. One name we can keep like that. Remote control, and then this device, the run command, is a 16-bit register, and the register is the number 1, so it match the same register. Okay, the same register as the previous device that we have over here. Okay, so options. So this is basically the register. Register group is 16-bit, and the register serial address. So here come the options for that register. So we can write down just the, for example, for the run forward or run command, what is the value that we need to write in decimal. Okay, in this case, for this drive, the value for run forward is just write a 1 to that registers. Okay, and then stop, we have this stop, we can just put stop. Stop is 0, and we don't need anything else. Probably if we have the option to, for example, the for run reverse, we can add another option for that run command. But let's keep simple. Okay, so here I have another option. I call it was like a spare space for a function, and I just want to remove that. I don't need it. Okay, so here we have the option for the run command, run forward, and stop. That's it. Okay, but then we have another option. This is speed control. Okay, let's check the speed control. Okay, in this case, the speed control is a register number 2. Okay, register number 2, and the options here can be, for example, we need to check what are the rules for setting the speed command for this drive. But in this case, this drive is the speed command is in hertz, okay, with 1 decimal place. Okay, so we can say that the minimum speed is 20 hertz, and then it's gonna be 200 because we need to consider the 1 decimal place. Okay, and then the maximum speed is gonna be 600. Okay, which is 60 hertz. Okay, we can add another, for example, another option here. Okay, we can add another option here. For example, let me see it. If I click here, duplicate. Okay, then we have another option here, and I can call this speed. And then we can put 30 hertz. Okay, so here we have this another option is custom, just in case you want to enter a value. Okay, is different to those values that I put just before. So here what we have to put for a custom value is what will be the minimum and maximum valid value that we can enter. So let's say 10 hertz and I don't know, maybe 65 hertz. I don't know if the drive can run to there. So 65 hertz is gonna be 550. Okay, so this way we add the registers. So for the other registers, okay, we have a bunch of registers over here. Then what we're gonna do is to put the name of the registers, okay, put the names, put the size, and I'm gonna show you the actual file that I did because I don't want to take too much time showing this. But the idea is you have idea how to get the ModbusBox manifest, okay, download it, download the form from here, and then import that manifest back. Before I import the manifest that I already edited, I'm gonna show you. When you click here to add a slave, you see here we have this slave already included, but we don't want. Remember, we get rid of all these LNEC, Pixies, Novus, and the ABB drive. So we're gonna get rid of all these slave in this manifest, and we're gonna upload a new manifest with our drive of interest. Okay. So I'm gonna close this down, and then I'm gonna move this over here. Okay, that is already edited. Okay, so we have here the Invertek drive. Okay, and then we have here all the registers. Let me move this to this side. So we start with, for example, address 11 is the digital input terminal status. Okay, we put the information. We put the same information as the name. With the short name is digital input status word. We can change that name, put that short as possible, okay, and also meaningful for you, okay. So by default we enable, but if you don't want to be enabled by default, you just can click over there. It says size 16 bits, decimal place is 0, table type is 0, is holding register, and in this case we need to add one offset of -1 to that register. So here are all the variable that this drive use. You know, the address. Remember, anytime you just can come over here and remove and duplicate and edit this field and put the information that is correct for your device. So after we have done that, remember you can copy this to this side, but we don't need to do that. We just save this register, this file. New. Let me put any name. So be careful. Our ModbusBox needs a special extension for the file. Okay, this is a JSON format. So if I open this file, you will see it's a JSON format. Okay, and you see it's over here. But then to be able to upload this file to the ModbusBox, we need to change the extension. Otherwise, we are gonna have an error. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we have also the VEC drive and the fifth position here. As you can see, fifth is VEC, and then fourth position is Invertek. We have all the information, all the registers, okay, in here, and then we are gonna upload this file to the ModbusBox, and you will see what happened. Okay, so what I have to do here is to change the extension, and then make sure to put MBox. Okay, and then we can use this new created manifest and upload this to the ModbusBox. Okay, so let's see what is ModbusBox. Okay, we are still connected over here, and make sure. Okay, general, dashboard, general. Then we're gonna import this manifest. So look, this manifest is it's kind of old. Okay, and this is the latest version that I add over there. Okay, so import, and then we're gonna pick this file that we just get from JSON editor online. Okay, open, and you will see here a green message if the JSON file or manifest file in this case is uploaded correctly to the ModbusBox. Okay. Okay, you see the manifest file has been successfully uploaded to the device. So after you do that, you need to restart the ModbusBox. Okay. So I'm gonna restart. You can do this from here and also using the one of the button of the ModbusBox. Okay. Device is restarting. Let me put the camera, see what's going on. Okay, I think it's connected. Let's wait for refresh the window here. Okay, so let me switch off the camera. And now we are gonna go to straight away to the slaves. Okay, I'm gonna change this to 15 second. Apply here to enable the Modbus to be able to read the slaves. And then I'm gonna click here and add. Okay, so now you will see here that we have fewer options as a slave, and we already have Invertek drive. So let's click in Invertek, okay, and you will see here all the registers that we include in that manifest. Notice that there are some registers that are not enabled to be read. It's because we put on the manifest by default not enable that register, but we can just put this enable this register in here. Okay, so let's do something. We're gonna put Invertek, and the address I think is 1. The baud rate that I set on the drive is 38,400, and then we want to enable the remote start stop. Okay, so let's click add, confirm, and then we have the device over here. Let's enable it, save change, and then after we do this, it's better to restart the device. Okay, let's restart. Okay, that is the flexibility of the ModbusBox. You can add new devices without adding any piece of line of code or programming is required. So it's very easy. I think it's one of the few devices that are available today that you can do that so easily without any pain, you know. So you connect to the Wi-Fi, you can add very quickly new slave devices. You have MQTT connectivity, and it's very cheap, very economical solution for your remote monitoring and control of BFD or other devices that use Modbus RTU protocol. Okay, so let's now make sure that we are having some readings from the drive. Okay, the ModbusBox has a couple LEDs that tell you that the reading is okay. So first you have to make sure the connection is Modbus is okay. You don't have any problem with that. And then when you are sure that the connection is perfect, you can start having some reading. So remember, the ModbusBox embedded web page is not designed for monitoring or control from this page. This page is for set up the device, and that's it. You don't have to be using this very frequently, but you can test the reading if the reading is okay. And you can see here we were able to read the last reading that the ModbusBox get was 3 seconds ago. You see the DC bus line voltage 270 volt, the inverter temperature 36 degree, and that's it. The analog input, I think it's scaled to, the analog input is somewhere here. You see, but this is not update in real time. You have to go back and wait for the next reading to get the update here, because it's not designed for to be displayed in real time. Remember, ModbusBox just read the parameter that you instruct to read from the slave and send that data to the MQTT. So this page here is just for troubleshooting, you know, and setup. Okay, so here you can see now we have a different reading. Let's try to run the drive, okay? Because we have another feature here implemented in the ModbusBox that help you to with BFD to test that you are able to run the drive and the motor. Okay, so let's move my. Let me see where I can put this. You can see it. Okay, over here. Okay, I think you can see it. So over here, let me refresh the screen, make sure to refresh. Okay, so here we have a trick. You see functions. Okay, and here are the functions that we just set up on the manifest. Okay, so we can just give the max speed, and then here is running to max speed to 60 hertz. Okay, you see 60 hertz over here. The last time that I tried to give a command, I wasn't very clear why I having different values on the screen, and it was because the drive was set up based on the RPM of the motor and not the frequency in hertz. So now I change it, and now my command are displayed in hertz. So let's say if I want 3 hertz, I have to enter 3 hertz here. Let me make small the, hold on. Let me make a small, this. Okay. Okay. So if I, for example, 20 hertz, the minimum I put there was 30. That's why it doesn't want to change. But if I then, oh, okay. Sorry, I have to put I have a missing 0. Okay. So now I got 20 hertz. If I want 27.6 hertz. Okay, there you go. Let me see if I can reach 61 hertz. I am not sure. I don't think. You see, because the maximum is 60 hertz, it doesn't take in account this value that I put in there. 59. You see, now it goes to 59.9 hertz. Okay, then it just want to stop that thing and stop. Okay, so this embedded web page is just for setting the ModbusBox and troubleshooting. Okay, it's not intended for monitoring of your system. So, but it's good because if you have several ModbusBox installed in a, for example, in a place, you can remotely access to the ModbusBox to edit or add or remove a slave. Remember, the ModbusBox can have up to 4 slaves connected. So if you want to add another one over here, you can select the drive, okay, and put a name, okay. And one important thing with ModbusBox, you can read devices in the same network that are using different baud rates. So remember, this Invertek drive is using 38400 baud rate. So, but I can connect another device to the network with different baud rate, but very important is the address must be different. Okay, so I just click add, keep the default. Okay, so now the drive is disabled. I don't have any other drive connected, but I can connect if you like to show you a video how that works. So save change. Okay, and you see I can add 2 more drives to the Modbus box. Okay, now let's do something. Let's make sure that we getting this reading in for example Node-RED. Okay, so I'm gonna open my Node-RED just for evaluation purpose. Okay, I have a lot of things running here. Okay, so current flow. I think I am subscribed to that device. So let's go here, general, no, dashboard. So this is the main topic for the device. Okay, is I just can copy over here, and then in Node-RED I just open the MQTT subscribe node, and I am subscribed to this topic. Okay, so let's make sure that we are getting data over here. Actually, we have some data, and that is nice. Okay, here this data is come from the Invertek drive. Okay, and we are reading the name, the status word, the DC bus, the temperature, and we have this information. But remember, the Modbus box also is able to send a status of the device itself. Okay, and you see we get another information from the Modbus box. This is an object that has the name of the device. This tells me the runtime of the device, the strength of the Wi-Fi connection. Okay, the chip ID, the SSID that is connected, and also the, sorry, I missed that, where it goes. Okay, so we have also the IP address. Remember that are we using the host name to get connected, but if we know the IP address, in this case the IP address assigned by the router is this one. Okay, I just copy this and come over here, http:// and then we can access to the, you see, admin, and I put the password. Okay, and I am connected to the Modbus box. Okay, for some reason it's telling me that required to restart, probably because I saved and changed the the quantity of the slave. Every time that you change this, you need to do a restart. Okay, let's restart the device. My next video is gonna be very interesting because we are doing a partnership with Nordic controllers. Okay, so we pretend to put our software in their development, which is really nice. I think it's way better than ours, and you're gonna like that controller. It's beautiful and it's CE approved, which is really good. So okay, so here we are having all the readings, and then I just can run this from forward. .45 hertz. I forgot to put the camera. Let me put the camera. Okay, so it's 45 hertz. Okay, guys. So now let's move to here to Node-RED. I think I set up here the commands also from Node-RED. Okay, so I am subscribed to the same MQTT broker, and then, for example, for the stop command, that is very interesting. Okay, if we come over here, let me open again. Okay, no, let me open this, and let me turn off the camera for now, and let me change the language to JSON. Okay, let me open this Invertek. Okay, we have here the Invertek. Okay, so the function that we want to try now from Node-RED. Okay, from Node-RED is a stop command. So we need to send the MQTT topic is gonna be the base topic. Look, this is important. The base topic. Okay, then the name of the device, and then the function name and the action of that function name. Okay, so let's open over here and you will see better. So you see it's run command. Okay, I'm not sure if I upload this exactly as it is. Okay, run command. Okay, yes, you see the function is run command, and then stop. So I have a stop, and stop one was just duplicated thing. So I use a stop. Okay, so this is gonna be, but we have a problem here because when I set up this in Node-RED, the name of the device was VEC. So I gonna change that, because on here I'm gonna put instead of Invertek VEC. Okay, because it's gonna be more easy for me and more faster. Okay, we know this is a Invertek drive, but this is just the name. You can put any name that is related to the device. Okay, so because if you notice here, we are receiving the information in base of the name of the device. So we have Invertek. So I'm gonna put VEC because it's gonna be faster. Let me go back. Okay, VEC, and then save the change. And then I'm gonna probably need to restart the device. Okay, just to make sure to get that name. So I am doing this because I don't want to be changing all this, to the Invertek name. It's gonna take me a while, and I can make mistakes. So here we have the, this is the, for those that don't know much about MQTT, this is the MQTT out function on Node-RED, and you can pick that from the function. Okay, you can pick that from here, MQTT in and MQTT out. Okay, and it's very simple just to edit your broker, the broker that you want to use. Okay, it's very easy. Okay. Okay, so sorry. Let's check again and make sure the names are changed. Okay, you see VEC, and now we can check here in the subscription. You see how the name changed. Okay, the name changed. Okay, so now we can send a command, and in this case we just need to send the topic. It's not important the payload. Okay, for the stop command. Okay, so okay, let me put the camera because I forgot to put the camera. Okay, let me put the camera, move the camera over here, or maybe over here. Okay, just okay. I just send a stop command for the run forward, but it's pretty much the same. We have the base topic. Okay, then comes the name of the slave, then the function. Oh, sorry, Control C. The function is run command, and then the run forward. And this is extracted from here. Okay, extracted from here. So let's give a run command. You can see it's starting from node red. Okay, now let's see the speed reference. Okay. Okay, so for the speed reference is pretty similar. We have the base topic. Okay, remember the base topic, we can pick that from the dashboard. It's just right here, you can copy. Is remember the base topic is version 1.6 devices / green dev is the host name of the device. And then after that coming the slave names that you put in here, the slave name, okay, and then the functions. Okay, so you see here we have the name, the function name, and this case is custom. Okay, because custom allows us to send a value that we want to send. And I think this is not right. Okay, because this is not right actually, because if we want to send 30 hertz, then here it's gonna be 300. Okay, because that was set for Invertek drive. Probably okay, probably that was for VEC drive. So now we are in Invertek, guys. Okay, so 50 hertz is gonna be 500, and 60 hertz is gonna be 600. Okay, and then I don't know, I added half speed here. Okay, so that's gonna be a different. Okay, so I hit deploy here to make sure that no red get this modification. And then now we are running at 45 hertz. Okay, so let's send 30 hertz. Oh, it's not working. Why? Let's check it out. Let's check it out, because something is not okay. Okay, let's check the, probably this is different. Okay, so I think this is the correct one. I make a mixing of manifest, just testing. Okay, it's okay, it's targets hertz. Okay, this is the name of the function, because we put the name that match the register name on Invertek drive. Okay, so that's why it's different to what we have here. Okay, so it's target hertz, what it goes here. Okay, target hertz. Okay, and then it's custom. Okay, let's deploy this, and let's see if that way it works. Okay, so oh, now it's beautiful. You see how it works? 30 hertz. Okay, so we need to change this over here. We're gonna do is just copy the whole thing. We're gonna put this over here. Over here, and then let's left the half speed for the end of the presentation. Okay, so now we are running at 30 hertz. Let's set 50 hertz. Okay, you see 50 hertz. Let's try 60 hertz. Okay, and then let's try 30 hertz. Okay, beautiful. It's working perfectly, man. It's the Modbus box on action. So let me show you. Remember that we have this, we are using right now for sending the speed, this custom field, you know. But for example, instead of sending a custom field, I just, for example, send a minimum speed, for example. And then we don't have it's minimum. Sorry, I think I was not showing you this. So right now we are using this section, you know, sending the custom speed. But we are going to send, for example, if we send a min speed, then automatically gonna get this value without sending any payload. Okay. I think I have to change the whole thing here because it's different. Okay. Custom minimum speed, and then I don't need to send any payload here, and then this is speed, I don't know, 20 hertz. Okay. Deploy. Okay. Let me move this away because I cannot see it. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Now it goes automatically to 20 hertz. So, and I think I put here also a small dashboard, you know, extracting the DC bus, the hertz, and the input temperature. Sorry. Okay. So you can see here everything that we've been doing with the Invertek drive is just right here. You see the DC bus, and we are creating in minutes. Let me reduce the size of this thing so you can see it better. Okay. So this is the dashboard that I made with this Invertek drive, the DC bus, hertz. So let's change this. You see now, automatically after we send the command, it read immediately. So that's why we get straight away 25 hertz because it was accelerating, okay, to 50 hertz. But now in the next cycle, you get the update, okay. So guys, I think this is enough for today. Hopefully you like it. Let me show you what is this new company that we probably will doing some interesting agreement. It's Norvik. Norvik, I think this is the name. Okay. No, it's not this Norvik. Sorry guys, I forgot the name of the company. It's Norvik Controllers, I guess. Let me search for the web page because it's very interesting controllers. And the idea is we're gonna hook up the our software. It's Norvik. Norvik. Okay. So we're gonna use their controller as an alternative of our ModbusBox. Okay. So it's very nice, RCE approved. Okay, and actually this controller have embedded IO as well, which is very interesting. So, and it's based in the same microcontroller that we use. Okay, so very interesting this controller because you actually we have the option to to control the or read the digital input output of the controller. Okay, and also have Modbus RTU, but they just sell the hardware, the empty hardware, no software on it. Okay, so the idea is to use our development in their software as well. Okay, so okay guys, so hopefully you like this video today, and you will like to try with our Modbus box. Remember, we have some information in our web page. Okay, we have to add more information in there, but we have uh, some information in our blog. We have um, some interesting data that we're gonna be adding to our web page. Okay, so thank you very much for your time, and hopefully you like it, the our development. I think I've been searching on the web and nobody has something like that easy to use. You don't have to program anything. Everything is programmed for you, and it's very flexible. The interface to set up your Modbus box for your project of IoT monitoring and control. Okay, thank you so much guys, and see you in the next video.